I will say.
So, yes, that's Joy, right? Okay.
Joy FM, you people are known for a lot of mischief, and I would encourage you. No, I will say it. I will say it. I will say it. I will not pamper. No. So yes, so let me address Joy News. Joy News, your role as a media house is to help our democracy. Joy is becoming notorious. Joy FM is becoming notorious for misinforming and doing mischief. Yesterday they were quick to say that there is now a minority leader and a majority leader. I will not take any of that. I will say it. You can go and bash me, but I will assert my right. It's my bona fide. Your role as a media house is to play your role objectively and help the cause of democracy. City FM does it well. OK FM does it well. Peace FM does it well. GH1. There are other media houses. They express their opinions, but they do the right thing. You are quick, always, to mislead people, and it's not right. Joy FM, I'm saying it today. You can single me out and start your mischief to destroy my brand. I don't really care. The time has come for the country to tell Joy FM that do it right and do it perfectly. That is all the point I want to make to you. So ask your question.
No, leader,
don't do the bidding of NDC.
Leader, with respect, he's not speaking as an individual.
The things you've been doing to us is not fair.
We are joining forces with him, and we are telling you in your face.
Joy FM, why?
It's becoming unbecoming. You are even like I would have denied you the right to ask a question.
But you can black us out. You can black us out, Joy FM. You can black us out. Enough is enough. This is a protest, a far right protest from me. Enough is enough, Joy FM. Enough is enough.
Your question, but you have to be snappy.
The majority leader, please. Say that correctly. Say that correctly. Can you address me properly? Foment trouble in the house. As our first step, because of the chaos he has created, we have boycotted parliamentary sitting. Second, we are going to vigorously pursue our matter in court. We believe in the court, and we are going to pursue our matter in court until the court determines the matter. If the court makes a determination that indeed, per the provisions of Article 97.3, if a person, upon being elected a member of parliament on a particular ticket and decides to contest future elections under another ticket, that person will lose that seat, so be it, would abide by the rulings of the court. So we'll stay back and not want to participate in the chaos in the chamber created by Mr. Speaker. Meanwhile, we have become aware that the injunction application has been overtaken by event. We are lawyers. We know what to do, and we'll be fortified by the law to look for another process to ensure that the right things are done. So we'll argue our case in court. Meanwhile, we call upon the good people of Ghana to condemn the conduct of Mr. Speaker and then the NDC minority. And it was very rich. It was very rich to hear Dr. Forson immediately proclaiming to be a majority leader. In fact, Mr. Speaker himself, in spite of doing their bidding, fell short of declaring them to be the majority, in spite of all. And then he still found space to address me as majority leader and still address him as minority leader. But again, they further exposed themselves, because immediately after, their flag bearer was on a campaign platform claiming that God has given them the majority status. Is that how God grants majority status on individuals who are full of mischief, vicious, and evil? What they did was evil. What they did in parliament yesterday was evil. NDC does not believe in democracy. They believe in chaos. And we are law-abiding citizens. We in the MPP are Democrats. We believe in the rule of law, and that is why we calmly left the chamber for them. And we know that if we make our case well in court, the court will make a determination that would advance the cause of democracy. Again, to our party foot soldiers, our parliamentary candidates, and all party members across the length and breadth of the country, these are useful lessons to learn. I urge on all of you that looking at the chaos in Parliament, we don't want skirt and blouse. We don't want situations where you say that somebody in NDC is your friend. At this moment, they have shown to us that if they get an opportunity again to have numbers in Parliament, there will be chaos. They want to frustrate government business as it is today. We have the judges, the Supreme Court judges who have been vetted and are supposed to be approved to work for the nation. They don't want that to happen. There are businessmen who have invested in our country because of our 1D1F policy. Their projects have to be approved. The NDC doesn't want that, so they want there to be chaos. The finance minister is supposed to present some papers to Parliament regarding budget before appropriation. This cannot happen. So they don't believe in democracy. They want chaos because they want an opportunity to come back to fest on us their incompetence. We know how they never believed in the free SHS policy. How they never believed in the free SHS policy. How they don't even have a single social intervention program standing in their name. These are the people who want to create chaos and use that as an opportunity to come back to power. I want to tell every single Ghanaian listening to me today that NDC has nothing new. In fact, upon launching their manifesto, it was clear that they had nothing new to offer. They claim a so-called 24-hour economy, but if you even ask them to explain, they get upset and angry. They can't even point to a particular thing they mean by 24-hour economy. I know that MPP hasn't been perfect and MPP cannot be perfect. But I believe in the dreams and the vision of Dr. Bawumia. I believe in the new vision of digitalizing our economy to create opportunity for our Ghanaian youth. On every aspect of the economy, we have done far better than we came to meet it in 2017. I appeal to party members to go all out. Like I said in Takrady, enough of the infighting, enough of the meetings, foot soldiers, police station executives, party chairpersons, parliamentary candidates should go all out to give a resounding victory, overwhelming majority to the MPP to govern peacefully and prove to these guys who don't believe in the Ghana agenda that chaos is not the way to advance democracy. Thank you very much indeed, and God bless our homeland Ghana and make it great and strong.
Okay, thank you very much, leader. Yes, there will be Q&A, but you need to catch my attention. And then I'll direct you to still the majority leader. So show by hands if you are interested. I would have said that with this detailed and proper presentation, probably all the naughty observations, but okay, we'll see. Not according to any order. Let me start from you. We'll take 3 at a go. So you, and then you, and then Dean, as the first set. Please.
All right, thank you. My name is Queen and so I work with ghananews.com. In the light of all these developments, the lifespan of this parliament has not ended. You have your colleagues going independent, I think 2 of them. Is there an opportunity to really further engage, learning lessons from what is going on?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Please.
And leader, you have a government business to run. Boycotting parliament means the items you mentioned will not see the light of day. How do you explain this to the Ghanaian people?
Let me answer the two.
Because the wheels of justice cannot follow
The two.
The last one for this session. Dean. I think your question drafts into this.
My dean and my respected colleagues who have asked this question. First of all, let's put the issues in context. My members who are going independent, i.e. the MP for Suhum and the MP for Agona West, have not applied to me to say that they are no more part of the caucus. Two, the party has not taken any action to dismiss them from the party. Neither have they written to resign from the party. They have only expressed an intent to participate in the next elections as independent candidates. As it is today, as a matter of fact, their status as members of parliament on the ticket of NPP remain same. It hasn't changed. Two, the independent candidate who applied to caucus with NPP has not changed his stand. So nothing has changed in terms of how the composition of parliament is as of today. Indeed, I am in touch with Honorable Amwako Esiama, and in fact, I'm happy to even announce to you that he is also filing a separate action as a result of the conduct of Mr. Speaker. So you will soon see an action filed by him, because what Mr. Speaker has done is to deny his constituents an opportunity to be heard. I don't want to go into the legal issues, but politically, what Mr. Speaker has done is wrong, and it doesn't help democracy. Let's leave it that way.
Okay, so, yes. That's Joy, right? Yes. Okay.
Thank you very much, Joy FM, you people are known for a lot of mischief. And I would encourage you. No, I will say it. I will say it. I will say it. I will not pamper. No. So, yes. So, let me address Joy News. Joy News, your role as a media house is to help our democracy. Joy is becoming notorious. Joy FM is becoming notorious for misinforming and doing mischief. Yesterday they were quick to say that there is now a minority leader and a majority leader. I will not take any of that. I will say it, you can go and bash me, but I will assert my right. It's my bona fide. Your role as a media house is to play your role objectively and help the cause of democracy. City FM does it well. OK FM does it well. Peace FM does it well. GH1. There are other media houses. They express their opinions, but they do the right thing. You are quick always to mislead people, and it's not right. Joy FM, I'm saying it today. You can single me out and start your mischief to destroy my brand. I don't really care. The time has come for the country to tell Joy FM that do it right and do it perfectly. That is all the point I want to make to you. So ask your question.
No, leader,
don't do the bidding of NDC.
Wait. Leader, with respect, he's not speaking as an individual.
The things you've been doing to us is not fair.
We are joining forces with him, and we are telling you in your face.
Joy FM, why?
It's becoming unbecoming. You are even like I would have denied you the right to ask a question.
But you can black us out. You can black us out, Joy FM. You can black us out. Enough is enough. This is a protest, a far right protest from me. Enough is enough, Joy FM. Enough is enough.
It's okay.
Your question, but you have to be snappy.
Very snappy. The leader mentions
the majority leader, please. Say that correctly. Say that correctly.
My question.
Can you address me properly? If you are not ready, I won't take your question and you can black me out. I'm saying address me properly.
No. You are ruled out.
Say it. Let's hear you again. Correct. Yeah.
You mentioned that you were going to take some action because we have already taken you filed have been overtaken by events.
That is so.
Particularly zoom into the specifics you taken. But also, I want to ask the question, if you look at Article 3(9) of your Constitution, it talks about forfeiture of membership. It says, a member of the party who stands as an independent candidate against the officially elected member of the party or who declares support for another political party or an independent automatically forfeits his or her membership. That is the operative word of the Constitution. How do you marry that with the point that you have made that these persons still remain members of the party?
Very well. Very well. We will address that for you.
I told you to be snappy, but you decided to ignore me. So shall we listen to you?
Conversations around Article 72 and then the processes that were filed at the Supreme Court are binding.
72?
97. Now, Speaker has always maintained
Constitution.
when it comes to the legislative powers of Parliament, until it terminates at a point, the apex of the land does not have the authority to come in. Speaker has made this abundantly clear in this year. Of course, leader has on a number of occasions disagreed. Is that not the same principle based upon which Speaker then yesterday made a decision? So the time is now right for anybody who disagrees with that decision to then head to the Supreme Court for the court to get it. That is just one aspect. The second aspect is this: leader, you are a legal brain, a fine legal brain for that one. Do you understand the principle behind Article 97 relative to ensuring that that Pandora's box is not open for any incumbent MP who loses to quickly run and stand as an independent candidate? Is that a guide, a protection for the party in this regard? You see that?
All right. So,
respect.
Okay.
Just the last one for this session. I'm sure you've exhausted your questions. We don't have any hand up, right? Okay.
Okay. You make a good point. The reason why I'm in court, you see, throughout my practice, I've always held a view that where there is lacuna or where there are divergent opinions, we don't have to remain on the streets and continue the gallery talk. Let's go to the right forum. And it's a reason why we are at the Supreme Court for interpretation, so that this matter will be settled once and for all. You know my track record at the bar, so that will speak for itself. Back to my respected friend of JoyNews, Kweku Asante. Kweku, every constitution, indeed, any written document, be it the Bible, Quran, any holy book, including our constitution, must be read as a whole. Yes. So the rule of automaticity does not really operate as a means to an end. Due process is always a preferred vehicle to achieve a means. That is why the old saying in law is that if all men find a man's hand in a till, his guilt must be proven. I repeat, if all men find a man's hand in a till, his guilt must be proven. Why that? To allow due process to take effect. So I don't expect you to say that, oh, MPP, you are caught by a particular provision in your constitution, so go by it. No. We are a political party operating with a constitution. So a person must also be heard. A person must be heard, no matter what. So don't let us get in there. But if Mr. Speaker had allowed the matters in issue to be properly determined, wouldn't be where we are. Because my question is, why the rush? In fact, what has become of the Harun Idrisu petition? He's rendered Harun Idrisu's petition odious. He's rendered it nugatory. It is like the Harun Idrisu application will lead to a due process being followed. So we don't want it. But when did we ever, you the media, you're asking a question today, and I've not heard you on your platforms questioning Mr. Speaker on that route. When did a speaker ever allow a statement to metamorphose into a motion for him to rule on? Joy FM did not address this yesterday. When did a statement metamorphose into a motion for a ruling? Is it the case that there is no provision for what should be done when a statement is made? In any event, did what Atufosin do meet the requirement of a statement under Order 93? Please, when you have your uncle who is also a former Attorney General, you will never be in want. Yes, and a senior member for that matter. You know, the MPP constitution that you quoted, though I answered it generally, but the specific provision under 3, rights of member. So though there's a clause that confers automaticity rights on the party, there is also another arm that confers due process, right of fair hearing on the member who is affected. So if you come here, right of a member shall have the right to participate in all activities of the party subject to rules and regulations. Be heard whenever his or activities and conduct are in question and under consideration by the party. So if my member has decided to file as an independent candidate in the next election, and the party is not happy, the constitution which you quoted enjoins the party to hear the person, explain your activities. But that is not where we are. This is we NPP, this is us. We have not written to Mr. Speaker. They said they were following precedents. Even if that is the precedence they want to follow, that precedence was triggered by a certain process. Has NDC written to Mr. Speaker? Has NDC, has Fifi Kwete, as General Secretary of NDC, written to Mr. Speaker that indeed our member Kwache Aka has been sacked? Has MPP written, I as the majority leader and leader of government business and leader of the caucus, have I written to Mr. Speaker to say that this is a communication from the party?
Of course not.
Therefore, please proceed. So they have placed something on nothing, and that is why it is falling, it's crashing. There is nothing. There is nothing that supports their actions. And when you want to make your point, Mr. Speaker begins to threaten you. Yesterday, all of you saw the way he was threatening me. He became so apprehensive and called the marshal on us. I mean, I think it was most unfair that after Mr. Speaker has said all that he wanted to say, he now was pushing me by rules. That what rule am I up to respond and all, and that what do I want to say, basically stopping me from speaking. He didn't want me to speak, and I yielded to him because that is his platform. If Parliament is all about Speaker, he should take it. I repeat, if Parliament is all about Speaker, and in any event, what Mr. Speaker forgot yesterday is that it took a fit columnist from us to make him a speaker, by the way. Often he forgets and does the bidding of NDC. If it's all the NDC members who voted for him, he wouldn't be speaker. But we leave that to posterity and his own good judgment.
No. So we thank you very much. We thank you very much. Dean,
We give you a copy.
Dean, Dean, I respect you in the office.
So this has been our live coverage. We are live on JoyNews. If you want some explanations to make, we can get into that. But the new patriotic party in Parliament really making a big case for why they believe that they are still the majority in the House, despite the Speaker having declared, despite the Speaker of Parliament having declared 3 of their seats vacant, which means that they are still in the minority. They are not taking that. They say that the Speaker's actions are wrongful and they are going to push until the Supreme Court declares those actions by the Speaker of Parliament as irregular, for which reason it will not be allowed to stand. I'll talk to a few more people about these latest actions that have been taken. Let me talk to the former Minister for Environment, Dr. Friye. Doc, hello. Live on JoyNews, the camera is here. Hello. I mean, Doc, the Speaker has laid out the rules for which reason he has done this. Your side disagrees, and you say you are boycotting. Isn't your government business going to suffer by not coming to Parliament? You have the EPA bill that is still there. Oh,
the EPA bill is bound for the 3rd reading. So I agree with you. But hey, we have a hierarchy of principles. This boycott is conditional. It's not an indefinite boycott. Until the Supreme Court or the court determines, then we will not participate. Because, in fact, it will be inviting chaos. Assuming we go to the chamber, are we going to abide by the Speaker's ruling? In other words, are we going to be the majority or the minority? You see, and it even has the implication from the bills that are even, pending. So it is, according to my hierarchy of principles, it is better for us to assert ourselves that we still remain the majority leader. And by the way, the issue at hand, that was not the intention of that constitutional provision. You see, it is for a future thing, futuristic, not now. And that's why you heard me interject that this is a very dangerous ruling. If you say this thing capriciously, even political parties can even use it against some of our members. So we have to be very careful. If you don't take care, they will wait, and I can even envision a situation where parties can use this ruling to cajole us, even if our political opinions or our vision has changed. For example, I'm representing the good people of Sevi also. I was elected on the ticket of MPP, but I reserve the right. If you know my political trajectory, I am not afraid to say that I have evolved from the political left even to where I am, where we have a right center party. But because there are certain beliefs that, because for example, the marketplace is supreme, that's why I'm an MPP member. Right. But if something changes with my party and I want to change, I don't want them to use this thing capriciously. That term that I was elected for by the good people of Sevi also, I should serve it before somebody uses this against
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Reverend Dr. Kokwe Friye. So, Dr. Kokwe Friye. So, we just about to wrap up our coverage from Parliament, where the minority have been speaking about the specifics of what they believe. If you look at the standing orders now, because 3 seats have been declared vacant on their side, until the Supreme Court overturns the decision of the Speaker of Parliament, the NPP group are in the minority. And here at JoyNews, we defend the kind of journalism we do. We have put out credible information. We have not put out misinformation. We have just reported the facts as they have come, and those are the facts that are in the public domain. As we speak, Alexander Afenyo-Markin, who until yesterday was the majority leader, has become the minority leader because he does not have the full complement of the membership that he had as of yesterday morning. They only have 135 members, and the NDC now have 136, which makes them the majority. If you look at the standing orders, I should quote some of the interpretation part of the standing orders. It defines the majority leader as the member of parliament designated by the majority caucus in the House. And the majority caucus means the House, the party or parties that have the largest number of seats in the House. And the party or parties that have the largest number in the House currently is the NDC group with 136. And again, we defend the journalism we do here at JoyNews. We do not peddle misinformation. We do credible work, and that is why we are JoyNews. We are independent, we are fearless and credible. So you can take it over from the studio. More reaction coming in from this decision taken by the Speaker yesterday, and a flurry of responses having come from yesterday. A lot more are going to come, you can bet that, with this new action in the Supreme Court, and a lot more action expected to be taken in the coming days.